Today we are diving into something, well, something a little unsettling. We're talking about sounds you can't actually hear, but your body can absolutely feel. And no, this isn't science fiction. This is a real, documented phenomenon that might just explain some of the creepiest feelings you've ever had. So think about it for a second. Have you ever been totally by yourself, maybe in a quiet room, and suddenly you just get chills? Or that classic, unnerving feeling that you are definitely not alone? You know, when the hair on the back of your neck stands up? It's a really common, really eerie experience. But what if it's not just in your head? Well, it turns out the cause might be a completely invisible, and more importantly, an unaudible force. A sound that literally bypasses your ears and messes directly with your body. And that's the mystery we're gonna unpack right now. So let's get into it. What is this sound that you feel instead of hear? Let's break it down. The official name for this is infrasound. Basically, these are sound waves that have a super low frequency. We're talking below 30 hertz. They're so low that they fall way below what our ears are built to pick up. You know, we can hear down to about 20 hertz on a good day, but anything below that is just silence. Or so we think. And here's where it gets really weird. The sounds we normally hear, music, voices, those are higher frequencies that vibrate our eardrums. Simple enough. But infrasound, it's a whole different ballgame. These low frequency waves are so long, so powerful, that our entire body, our organs, our bones, can physically feel them, even when our ears hear absolutely nothing. Now, this is where things take a turn from interesting to downright spooky. Because within this range of infrasound, researchers have actually pinpointed one specific frequency that they call the fear frequency. And that magic number is 19 hertz. Just 19. It sits right on the edge of our hearing, just below what we can detect. And it seems to be almost perfectly tuned to our biology to set off some very specific and very unsettling alarms in our brain. So what exactly does 19 hertz do to us? Well, get this. The sound waves at this frequency are just the right size to physically vibrate our eyeballs. I'm not kidding. And that vibration can trigger a whole cascade of awful feelings, anxiety, those sudden chills, even nausea. But the weirdest one of all, it creates that powerful, unmistakable feeling that there's a presence in the room with you. And this is not just a theory. Scientists have literally done this in labs. They've generated this 19 hertz frequency, and people in the room consistently report feeling a paranormal presence. They felt like a ghost was there, when in reality, it was just a sound they couldn't hear. And it can get even more intense. If the infrasound is strong enough, that vibration in your eyeballs can cause you to see things that aren't there, like shadowy figures in your peripheral vision, add a feeling of intense pressure in your head, and you can imagine how disorienting and terrifying that would be. Okay, so if this frequency is so potent, where does it even come from? It's not just being made in a lab, that's for sure. Infrasound is all around us, all the time. It's like nature's unheard roar. Infrasound is a byproduct of huge, powerful events. We're talking about the massive energy from earthquakes, volcanoes, even big ocean storms. And it's not just nature. Man-made things like explosions or giant heavy machinery can also pump these low-frequency vibrations into our environment. The power behind these waves is just immense. This is a physical force that's strong enough to make entire buildings hum and vibrate, to actually shake things off of shelves. Now, if it can do that to a brick and mortar building, just stop and think for a second what it's doing to the soft tissue inside your body. And that is the absolute key to all of this. Your body is feeling this incredible unseen pressure. It feels the vibration, but your conscious mind has no idea what's going on. Your ears hear nothing, your eyes see nothing. So what happens? Your primal brain just hits the panic button. You're flooded with this overwhelming sense of dread, but you have absolutely no idea why. When you put it all together, this isn't really about ghosts or the paranormal at all. It's about biology. It's an ancient primal alarm system that's built right into our DNA. It really all boils down to this. You can't hear it, but your body reacts as if something incredibly dangerous is right around the corner. Your senses are getting completely contradictory signals. Your ears are saying, hey, we're all good here, but your body is screaming, danger, get out. It's a survival instinct kicking in. So the next time you get that strange, creepy feeling, that sense of a presence when you know you're alone, just remember this. It's probably not a ghost. It's far more likely to be your body's ancient warning system picking up on the unheard rumble of a distant storm or a tiny tremor deep in the earth and telling you on the most basic level to be on alert. Which, of course, leaves us with one final, pretty mind-bending question. If our bodies can feel sounds that our ears miss, what other signals from the world around us are we picking up on? What else are our bodies telling us that we don't even realize? Something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.